Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I want to talk to you today about the Marlin XT 22. You know, there's a lot of things about the performance of this gun I could talk about, but I really want to talk about something else. Actually, I want to talk about something that really disappointed me. When I got this gun, I noticed pretty quickly that there was a safety concern. And so I kind of ignored that and went out and shot it a few times and actually realized that it was a safety issue after using the gun, because it actually caused some harm. On these rifles, when they come from the factory left all of the milled edges razor sharp, all the way around here and all the way down the bolt where the bolt slides through. Razor sharp. It was concerning because I realized when I got this rifle, I was like, this just a sharp edge. And actually, I have several Marlins, and I compared it to other Marlins, and because I mean, this is something I've never seen on a gun, was just the edge as sharp as this. When I compared it to other Marlins or any other rifles for that matter, you can see that they have done something to kind of deburr the edge. So they've run some type of file or something. They have taken the edge off of it, even down here. But what happened to me was, whenever I was shooting it and I actually was going to put the gun back on safe, my thumb slid down this edge trying to find that safety and actually had cut my thumb open. Now, it's been a while since that happened, so I wish I had done the video immediately. That would have been the correct thing to do so I could show you the damage. But the only thing I can really do now is just say, okay, let me just do something to show you that it is actually a sharp edge. So one thing I will try to demonstrate here, and this is just very primitive, okay? Just running this piece of wood along this edge, and let me just get it. You can see that I'm shaving this board off onto this receiver by just running it back and forth. Okay, it is a legit sharp edge that's on this gun. I hope that Marlin is not sending this gun out to everyone that buys it with this type of edge on it. That is really not acceptable from any manufacturer. It's really disappointing to have a Marlin, and look, it hurts me to say that, because I mean, look, I've had Marlins for years. I mean, for decades, and then to finally decide to invest in a new Marlin and then realize that I consider this a quality issue, because it's just not acceptable. I don't think it's a matter of, hey, we decided to eliminate the last step of the manufacturing process. No, there was something they should have pulled. Any gun like this, they need to pull it aside and they need to address that issue. So hopefully other Marlin owners that have the XT models, hopefully you don't have this issue. I hope this is isolated with this gun, because I would never want to hand this to a young shooter of any age and say, hey, you know, let's go shoot this gun today. Because what I did was very simple, and even knowing, before I even went and shot it, I knew that those sharp edges were an issue, and I still managed to cut myself the very first time I used this gun. So really disappointed in Marlin, even though that I love Marlins, and it's kind of like everybody else, you know. I think that Marlin, where they are today, is not necessarily as good as where they were years ago. So I hope that this is isolated to this one gun, but I've got a feeling it's probably not. So hopefully by now they have corrected that. So thank you for watching, and good luck. I want to add one thing. I'm going to correct this problem myself. I'm going to, you know, take out the bolt and actually run a file along these edges, and this is something that would be simple to fix. I feel that it is the manufacturer's issue to, you know, that it's something that they need to correct. I'm going to fix this one. You know, it can easily be handled by running a file along these edges and just taking off just the edge. But fortunately, this is a stainless model, so it's not going to change the appearance. If this was a blued steel gun, I'd be highly upset. I would be highly upset. In fact, I decided to go ahead and do a something experimental. I ordered a blued version of this gun. I actually ordered a blued version of this gun today, and I'm gonna find out if the blued guns are the same. I'm just curious. It's so disappointing that I actually am willing to buy another one that's not stainless to see if it's isolated in this gun, or if it's something that they just completely ignore and act like it's just not going to exist. So like I said, I'm gonna fix this one, and hopefully I can provide an update when I get the blued version of the XT, and we'll see what type of condition it's in.